Hi, sorry for that pause. My phone ran out of battery. So I want to continue where I left off. This is going to be part two of chapter 14. So I left off where I said, okay, lost and knots, excellent. I want to have, excellent. I want to have a team of my own in place nearby just in case things go haywire and you need extraction. I don't have a problem with that, so long as they aren't spotted, John replies. Marina's been quiet for a while. She stares at one of the news channels watching footage from London. Thousands of people are marching through the streets, evacuating with only the possessions they can carry, while the warship looms in the background. What's being done to protect the people in the cities with warships? She asks. The Mongolians will inevitably press their attack. All but a few cities have an evacuation in progress, Lawson replies. Last I checked, most of them were all about 80% relocation. This extra day really brought us some time. Lawson is interrupted by a hurried knock on the door. Before he can answer, an FBI agent with a thick 5 o'clock shadow enters. Even though the twins try to block him, I recognize him as Noto, the guy Adam is teaching how to speak Mongolian, way down in the sub basement. Excuse me, sir, he says to Lawson before he turns his attention to John. You should probably come down to our monitoring station. Something's happening. That cannot be good. The three of us, plus Lawson, the twins, and Noto, hustle down to where Adam is monitoring the Mokondorian transmissions. On the way, Noto brings us up to speed as best as he can. The mock warship captains were going back and forth like they've been all day, especially since the one disobeyed orders and moved his ship to Niagara Falls, Noto explains hurriedly. Just now, a new voice came on. Sijagashra? I ask. No, a woman, Noto replies. She's been giving a speech, putting everybody in their place by the sounds of it. Adam looks. He looks pissed. That much is obvious as soon as we enter the room. Adam sits on the edge of his chair, hands clasped tightly in front of him, his dark eyes glaring at the skimmer console. Of course, I recognize the voice that's got Adam looking so murderous. Uh, Fury Dunra, I say. Who? John asks, turning on to me as we all crowd around Adam. A most unpleasant person, even in terms of Mongolians, Marina says. She's the bitch who was in charge of breaking into the sanctuary, I tell John. We had some run-ins. She almost killed me in dust, Adam says quietly, not taking his eyes off the console, listening quietly, um, listening to Fury's every harsh-sounding word. Last I saw her, she was dragging Citricus onto the Anubis, I say. General Lawson clears his throat. Son, what's she saying? Adam takes a deep breath and lets it hiss through his teeth. She's putting the fear into the trueborn captains, taking them to task for doubting their leader. She says the delay in the attack is inconsequential, as humanity is weak and a Mongolian victory is all but assured. Lawson stiffens at that. Did she mention that I impaled their beloved leader? I ask. Of course not, Adam grumbles. She claims Citricus Ra has been busy finishing his life's work of elevating the Mongolian race. She says that what he's accomplished is nothing short of a miracle, and that the faithful will be rewarded. The doubters? She says there's nothing in store for them but pain beyond relief. Lead with the carrot or the stick, Lawson mutters. What kind of miracle could that monster work? Marina asks. We know what his life's work is, I say. We saw it in that vision. We know that his life's work is the energy he stole from the sanctuary, John says quietly. The process we saw in Ella's vision, turning it into that black ooze of his. He must be back to that. I don't know what the hell of all of that means, Lawson interrupts, but it sounds like our time is running out. Adam holds up a hand as Fury Dunran's speech reaches a crescendo. His mouth hangs open, like he can't believe what he's hearing. She claims that thanks to the wisdom of beloved leader, she's been granted legacies, Adam says, the sound of Fairy Dunra's happy laughter almost drowning him out. Bullshit, I say. Even assuming that's true, whatever they have got are not legacies. We saw him do it, Marina says, a low note of dreading her voice. The people working with him on that machine had given them telekinesis. Those people looked sick, monstrous. That observation comes from Caleb, the first words he said since we came down here. I look over at him and he's staring down at the backs of his hands as if looking to see if there's anything running through the veins there. His brother, Christian, meanwhile, remains completely still and silent. He's had hundreds of years to perfect his experiment, John says. He only needed access to many of the raw materials. And we unlocked it for him, I say, shaking my head. A new voice comes over the broadcast. No a voice at all, actually. A scream. An anguished cry from what sounds like a boy being tortured. Everyone in the room falls silent as Fairy Dunrise resumes speaking over the screaming, her tone upbeat and chipper. What in the hell is that? Lawson asks. Adam sells hard. She says it's a guardian they captured in Mexico City. A human. They are extracting his legacies, killing him. Turn it off, Marina says, looking like she's going to be sick. Adam turns first to me, and then at John. Both of us nod. This kind of thing cannot go unanswered. Do it, John. Do it, John says. Adam reaches forward, but he doesn't turn off the broadcast. Instead, he picks up a microphone and opens up a channel. Lawson starts forward to stop Adam, and the twins follow suit. But John puts a hand on the older man's chest, stopping him. Can you track our signal? Lawson whispers with wide eyes. No, John whispers back. He already took care of that. We are a ghost. Lawson doesn't seem entirely convinced. He shoots a look in Notu's direction. The agent nods curtly, affirming what John said. Anyway, it's too late. Adam's already started talking. Fairy Dunra is a liar, Adam announces in English, though he amps up the harshness in his voice, utilizing the guttural Moguldorian accent. He must be using English for our benefit, so that Lawson knows he's not giving away any secrets. What she's telling you is only meant to advance her own power. The screaming cuts off. A few confused voices answer in Moguldorian. Fairy Dunran's voice carries over them all. Is that you, Adamus? She asks, laughing. How did you get on this channel, little boy? Adam ignores her, presses on. My name is Adamus Sutuke, son of General Adraku Sutuke. I faced my father in a single combat and defeated him. I pried his blade out of his dead hand, and I put it in its intended use. I used it all to kill a Lorik who calls himself Citricustra. Now they're shouting. Outrage cries in Moguldorian from a dozen different voices. I can't help but smirk at the chaos panic created by just a few words. Fairy Dunra stretches to be heard over the others. These are all fabrications of a disgraced trueborn, a traitor to her race. Then, the beloved leader, answer me, Adam shouts back. Perhaps he can speak through the hole I put in his chest. Fairy Dunra knows the truth, brothers and sisters, and she now seeks to rule us through the same lies that Citricustra used for centuries. Do not let it happen. These are blemishes, shrieks Fairy. Let him answer then, Adam yells again. Let the immortal Citricustra answer if he still draws breath. For a moment, all the lines go quiet, waiting for something to happen. Only silence from Fairy Dunra. You will pay, she says, finally, her voice filled with hate. You will pay for your lack of faith. There's a sharp beep, the sound of her cutting off communication. Immediately, the dozens of warship captains who have been listening to this entire exchange begin to shout at each other. Adam turns off his mic and swivels around to face us. Now, he says, we let them kill each other. And this is the end of chapter 14.